The Karnataka High Court will declare its verdict tomorrow on the hijab ban issue. Schools have been shut, gatherings banned in Bengaluru ahead of the verdict. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh will give a statement on accidental firing of missile into Pakistan tomorrow. Punjab Congress leader blasts ex-CM Channi, says Channi was caught with his hand in the till. BJP to form governments in 4 states after Holi. Punjab CM-elect resigns as Lok Sabha MP. Vaccines for 12 to 14-year-olds from Wednesday. Precaution dose have been cleared for all above 60. India sees lowest daily COVID cases since May 2020. Kyiv braces as Russian assault intensifies. An apartment block in Kyiv is hit in deadly Russian strike. A pregnant woman and a baby have died in shelling at a hospital. Russia bombs Antonov aircraft plant in Kyiv. Hello and welcome to News at this hour. The Karnataka High Court will declare its verdict tomorrow on the hijab ban issue, which set off a huge controversy in the state earlier this year. Ahead of the verdict, the state government has banned large gatherings for a week in state capital Bengaluru to maintain public peace and order. In Udupi district, the administration has declared holiday in schools and colleges.
Well, as far as the verdict is concerned, yes, the Karnataka High Court will pronounce the verdict on the Hijab Rao case. This is a full bench of the Karnataka High Court that will be delivering its verdict regarding the batch of petitions that was related to the hijab ban controversy, and it will be pronounced on Tuesday. And remember, over the past few months, we have been seeing how this entire issue, the hijab ban, inside education institutions had completely escalated, something which had started at a college, a PU college in Udupi district. It slowly, rather than being solved within the administration, we saw how it entirely flared up to the various other districts, including, reaching to a point where there was a confrontation, not just with the students who were wearing the hijab, but also we saw various students wearing saffron shawls and also headgears, flaunting that, and also trying to confront especially those hijab wearing girls. So this had entirely snowballed into a huge controversy, not just as a demand for the students, especially the female students, demanding their right to wear the hijab while attending classes, but it also definitely snowballed into a huge a political controversy. It had communal overtones to it. So for now, we understand that ahead of the verdict, the Bengaluru police here on Monday has also enforced prohibitory orders in the city. This is starting March 15th till 21st. This is also banning all kinds of gatherings, celebrations, or protests or agitations. This is in view of the verdict, and also various other district administrations, including Dakshin Kannada district, which includes we're talking about Udupi district, the epicenter of the entire controversy, where the administration has now ordered closure of schools and colleges on March 15th. This is also, we understand at the moment, according to the commissioner, he also says that external exams will happen as per the schedule, but internal exams of all the schools and colleges will be postponed. That apart, the district administration of Hassan district has also decided to clamp prohibitory orders starting 15th of March 6 a.m. till about 18th of March 10 p.m.
The BJP will form governments in the 4 states it won in the recently concluded elections after Holi, which is on the 18th of March. Chief Ministers of Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Goa and Manipur will reportedly be chosen after the festival. This is for better coordination so that senior leaders can attend all the swearing-in ceremonies. BJP legislature meeting in Uttarakhand has been called immediately a day after Holi on the 19th of March. Central observers Dharmendra Pradhan and Piyush Goyal to attend the meeting. Suspense over new CMs in Uttarakhand, Goa and Manipur continues, while incumbent CM in Uttarakhand, Pushkar Singh Dhami, has lost his election. There are many claimants for the chief ministership in Goa and Manipur. Now, the BJP central leadership has called Biren Singh, Biswajit Singh, state BJP president, Sharda Devi and Manipur in charge of BJP Sambit Patra to New Delhi for a meeting on government formation, say the BJP sources. Biswajit Singh is a strong contender for the chief minister's post in Manipur. Fighting raged on Kyiv's suburbs on day 19 of Russia's invasion. In the port city of Mariupol, Russian shelling of a hospital killed a pregnant mother and her baby. Ukraine's president has now appealed for a direct face-to-face meeting with the Russian president ahead of the latest round of peace talks. Meanwhile, Russia has denied asking China for military and economic aid for its war in Ukraine, refuting US media reports. Diplomatic efforts to end the war in Ukraine are stepping up, with the Ukrainian and Russian negotiators in a fresh round of talks.
At Ukraine's capital, Kyiv, residents being evacuated after Russian shelling reported at a residential building, according to the State Emergency Service of Ukraine. This, along with the attack on the Antonov aircraft factory at Kyiv that produces many of the world's largest cargo planes. The extent of damage yet to be known. The civilian death toll in Ukraine now at nearly 600 in last 19 days, according to United Nations human rights body. Even as bombings continue across the country, including Lviv near the western border and southern Black Sea port city of Mariupol, Britain's Defense Ministry claims Russia has effectively isolated Ukraine from international maritime trade, establishing a naval blockade on the Black Sea coast. Among the casualties, victims like this pregnant mother and her child. Both could not be saved.
Наша мета, щоб у цій боротьбі, у цій переговорній складній роботі Україна отримала необхідний результат. Необхідний для нас, для миру, для безпеки. Щоб ми мали гарантії нормальні і дієві. Не як за Будапештом і не як у нашому небі. А такі, щоб українці могли сказати, ось це працює, ось це гарантія. І зараз я повторюю знову, якщо ви не закриєте наше небо, то це лише питання часу, коли російські ракети впадуть вже на вашу територію. На територію НАТО. На домівки громадян країн НАТО.
Утром 13 марта высокоточным оружием большой дальности нанесен удар по учебным центрам Вооруженных сил Украины в населенном пункте Старичи и на военном полигоне Яворовский. На данных объектах киевским режимом были развернуты пункт подготовки и боевого слаживания иностранных наемников перед отправкой в районы боевых действий против российских военнослужащих, а также база хранения поступающего от зарубежных стран вооружения и военной техники. В результате удара уничтожены до 180 иностранных наемников и крупная партия иностранного вооружения.
The latest round of Russia-Ukraine peace talks on Monday coming at a critical point amid international media reports of US accusing Russia of seeking military equipment aid from China for attack on Ukraine. But China has rubbished the claims. According to Reuters, Chinese embassy in Washington, D.C. has said it is not aware of any such request by Russia. China's foreign ministry has accused the United States of disinformation on Beijing's role. Sneha Koshi for NDTV.
The UN is in close contact with a host of nations on mediation efforts, including Israel, China, India, France, Germany and Turkey. Listen in to what he had to say.
It's time to stop the horror unleashed on the people of Ukraine and get on the path of diplomacy and peace. I've been in close contact with a number of countries, including China, France, Germany, India, Israel and Turkey, on mediation efforts to bring an end to this war. The appeals for peace must be heard. This tragedy must stop.
Now, a top kabaddi player, Sandeep Singh Nangal, has been shot dead in Nakodar village in Jalandhar. He was shot in the head by 4 armed assailants. Sandeep was rushed to the hospital where doctors declared him dead. The police says Sandeep was attacked during an ongoing kabaddi tournament at Malia Kalan village. A video of the murder has gone viral. In the video, some people are seen standing amidst trees, shooting at someone who's not visible.